Hold on, guys. Having problems with my devices. Go figure. Wow. So frustrating. Alright, you know what? Let's just see if we can go live at this point. Finding all the extras just seems to be something that's just not going to happen today. Am I live? Let's turn this light off for a second. This is so frustrating. And when I say it's frustrating, it's beyond frustrating because it's unnecessary stuff that's happening here, you know? I almost feel like I should put my sweater on because it's freezing in here. Anywho, I might put my sweater on. I might have to take a break and go get my sweater. uh, so, let me get my disclaimer out of the way because I feel like I need to say it now. I'm already seeing some comments that are unnecessary. This is for adults only, okay? If you're under 18, leave the room. Escort yourself out voluntarily. Yeah, let's do that. Let's start with that. Go within, go with God. Okay? Do not take this reading and go and make any life-altering decisions based on this reading or any other. You be your own leader of discernment, okay? If it resonates with you, then it's for you. If this message does not, confirmation from Teeny Weenie, if this message does not resonate with you, yeah, I'm glad you deleted that message because I don't care what you think about my tattoos. And if you don't like it, leave the room. Bye-bye. If there's anything anyone doesn't like about me, if it bothers you in any way, then bye. It's not going to change because you don't like it. I don't care. All right? But anywho, moving forward, like I said, if this resonates with you, then it's for you. If it doesn't, then don't force it to fit, okay? This is a reading, a general reading for Libra, Leo, and Aquarius. If you're looking for any other signs, you can look into my last few readings and find your sign. If you don't find your sign on a recent reading, then I haven't done your sign yet. Okay? This is for entertainment purposes. So like I said, don't go and make any life-altering decisions based on this reading or any other. Go within, go with God, make your decisions that way. I'm just trying to, I've been having so many distractions today, and that's a part of the reading. You're being faced with multiple distractions. Okay, collectively. This is for the whole collective. You're being faced with multiple distractions. Don't let that stop you from moving forward with whatever you're doing in life. Okay. I mean, I get distracted constantly and continuously, but I'm not going to let it stop me, right? What are you doing? Okay, good for you. Don't take over my chat talking about what's going on with your channel, okay? Because I will kick you out. Good for you. I'm happy you got 50 subscribers. Good for you. Sometimes it can be hard to get there. See, is that Sienna? I'm sorry if it's Sienna or Sierra. I am doing a collective reading for Libra, Leo, and Aquarius if you're interested. Okay. But right now I'm just doing my disclaimer so I can get rid of the people that are not serious that don't need to be here. Anyone asking unnecessary questions can leave now. Anyone that's trying to promote themselves can leave now. This is not the station for you to promote yourself. Go to your own station and promote yourself, okay? Matter of fact, you who keeps on talking about yourself in my chat, you can go away, okay? You're going to go get put in a timeout for now. You better be glad I'm in a good mood. Okay? But don't come back with that. I don't like when people do that. I don't really comment in people's chats for the most part. But when I do comment, I don't just keep going and going and going and going. It's like, it's so disrespectful. What was I doing? Hold on, guys. I'm sorry. Okay, what's going on here? Oh, that's what it is. I was wondering. I'm like, what is going on here? I see what it is, though. And that's what I'm talking about, guys. There have been numerous distractions today. I started my lives earlier, and I got a complete and utter distraction where I had to stop my live, and I was so annoyed that I just deleted it. I was just annoyed. I was just like, you know what? All these distractions, ugh. And now that I deleted it, I'm like, I should not have deleted it. That was like part of the distraction, you know. The powers that be trying to stop me from getting my message out, you know. And I already got people that are directly doing little unnecessary stuff on YouTube, other readers stealing my content, you know. It's really sad. I was actually talking about that on that reading, but I didn't get a chance to finish the reading. So I'm going to go ahead and just tap into it just a little bit before I get into the reading. So I've got a reader that is stealing content for me. And at one point I did tell that reader, you know, you inspired me to do this. I didn't tell them why they inspired me. I just told them that they inspired me. But they didn't inspire me to do it because I was like, oh, I love what they do and their message is always good. it was, you know, it seemed at first, it seemed like she was tapped in, but then I started listening to other readers and hearing the message that she gave from other people, and realizing doing the timeline of the readings, the other person's reading came first, always. So I realized that she'd been stealing content from other readers, and I was like, oh, I don't know how real she is, but you know, the content that I hear from her is real. It just may not be coming from her. But I wasn't sure. But I'm listening to her readings and how rude she was to people and how short she was, and she showed me the side of tarot reading that I didn't want to be a part of. I'm not gonna curse out my subscribers. I'm not going to be rude to my subscribers. You know, I'm gonna treat people the way I want to be treated. Period. And I just noticed that she has this like superior, I'm above you, attitude. And after she started watching me, she started becoming nicer. She stopped being so rude. She started being like really, seemingly approachable. But it seems like the more I don't post, the meaner she gets to her subscribers. And I'm like, okay, that's just who she is. She's a mean person. She's not a nice person. She's stealing content from other readers, including myself. She's been doing this for 7 years. I've been doing it for a year consistently, right? And I don't profess to know it all, but I know that my content comes from me. Right? When I do readings, this is me. This is me connected to the Most High, and I'm sharing my energy with you guys. But when I hear someone else that says to the collective they're not very intelligent and shows how unintelligent they are by how they act, take my readings and try to display them and try to educate themselves in what I'm saying so they can sound different than what, because my stuff is coming from straight from the Most High. I don't go get a book and try to make it sound all educated. No, nope. I give it to you raw and uncut, straight from the Most High. So you can tell when someone is coming to me, hi, man, that is so small. Omolala? Omolola. Omolola. Did I say that correctly? I'm wonderful in yourself. I hope I said your name right. And who else do we have? Zon 3FN Slay. Okay, thank you. Hey. But I just noticed that this particular reader is just not humble. And one day, I was, not one day, but for a while there, I was just like, letting it be known that she was stealing her content from me. I didn't say her name, but I did say that there were other readers out there stealing my content. She wasn't the only one. It was another one that I caught doing the same thing. And I think that one tried to like come after me through YouTube, and she got herself kicked off twice for over a month, both times. And I thought it was kind of funny that they were, doing all this trying to stop me and slow me down. I'm not even monetized, but they're doing a lot to try to stop me from becoming monetized. So it's kind of like, oh, okay, whatever. I did? Okay, perfect. Well, have a wonderfully blessed day. But anywho, I really do. It's like, it reminds me of these record labels that sign an entertainer not because they not because they want to promote their career, but they want to stop their career. They don't want them to be competition. Do you know what I'm saying? They'll sign them so they can back shelf them, put them on a shelf and stop their career. And now they're caught up in this legal contract where they can't leave and they can't make any money and they can't do anything or make any music. They can't do their art because now they've been stopped. I feel like that's what these other readers are trying to do to me. And I feel like that's what she's trying to do to me. I knew she was a mean-spirited person when I was watching her, but I kept watching her because I started hearing content from other people. And I was like, let me make sure she's not stealing from me too. And she is. She truly is. She had the audacity to call herself Nature's Girl the other day. Girl, stop. You've been doing this for how many years? You've never called yourself nature's nothing. Now all of a sudden you're stealing content from me and you're nature's girl. Girl, bye. Stop. So anyway, I just wanted to say that um, I know there are going to be people out here that are going to go try to stop me from doing what I'm doing, but you're not going to stop me no matter how much way. I don't care. I'm going to do me no matter what. I'm going to continue on giving my message no matter what. Okay? You know what? Let me go get my sweater because I kind of feel like I got myself a little exposed the way I'm set up today. I was set up in another area, but I had to move. I had to stop my recording and move, and so that doesn't happen again. I just moved and stayed moved. So I'll be right back. Okay, better. Much better. I don't feel so exposed now. I felt like I was showing much more of my body than I intended to. And even wearing clothes, sometimes people can be really gross about how they see you. So anyway, moving forward, let me go ahead and do a couple more things real quick and I'll be right with you guys. I don't know how that got turned like that. Okay. It got turned all the way around. Mm-mm-mm. Sorry, guys. I'm hungry. I really haven't eaten today. Mm. All right. I already started this reading earlier, but since I was interrupted and I was so annoyed, I deleted the videos, all of them. So anyway, we're going to move forward. I'm recording simultaneously from, hi, Zayed Rafiq. You're from Tamil Nadu? Tamil Nadu? I'm not sure where that is. Never heard of it. Teach me something new. Well, welcome. I'm streaming from the USA, so welcome. Okay. All right, guys. Anyway, what I was basically saying is just because someone has done something before you does not mean that they are the expert. And just because someone inspires you to do something, it doesn't always mean something positive on their end because they inspired you. You may have been inspired by something negative that they did that you want to make sure you don't do. So we all need to humble ourselves and realize that just because you inspired someone doesn't mean you did something good to inspire them. And even if you did do something good to inspire them, humble yourself. Okay? And don't take their kindness for weakness. I feel like that's what's going on in the tarot world right now. Some of these readers are taking my kindness for weakness. Because I'm not saying anything doesn't mean I don't notice what you're doing. So, you know, you've been doing this for a very long time and you got a whole lot of followers. So why don't you tap into your own gifts and powers, right? And stop trying to tap into mine. I rebuke you in the name of the Most High. I return to sender all of your black magic, spells, hexes, curses, low vibrations, attachments, demons, the devil, Lucifer, Satan, all of it. I return it to sender. I return to sender all Butaria, Santaria, hoodoo, voodoo, all of it. I return it to sender. I return to sender all of your low vibrations. I return to sender all of your evil eye, all of your ugliness. I return it back to you and I send you healing so that hopefully you'll understand that what you're doing is unnecessary and that you can just put all that energy into yourself and being the best version of you that you can be instead of trying to tear me down and trying to steal from me. Cultivate your own style and do what you do. Stop trying to do me and do you. Okay? There's enough out here for all of us, okay? Just be authentic. Tap into you. I've seen you switch it up a lot lately, feeling like you're spending a whole lot of money trying to be like everybody else, like that guy in the Italian Job. Everybody had a dream that they wanted to cultivate with the money that they were about to get. He was the only one that had no idea what he wanted to do. So he stole all the money and he stole everybody else's dream. That's you. And you know who you are. You need to dig deep within yourself and find out who you are and stop trying to emulate everyone around you. Okay? Because you're just making yourself more and more miserable. You know, you thought you conquered that demon, that dragon that was riding your back. I don't think you have, because you seem like you are operating from ego in a very low vibrational place. And it would be really nice if you would find it in your heart to operate from a high vibrational place and stop deflecting your energy onto other people. Okay? I see you. I see you loud and clear. I see how ugly you treat your subscribers. I do feel like you stepped your game up when you started watching me and trying to emulate me. You started being a lot nicer to your people. So you guys are welcome. I'm the reason why she started being nice. But you minions that she sent over here to watch me to see what I'm doing so you can bring it back to her. I'm the reason why she's being nicer to you. But I really wish this girl would, find it in her heart to just heal. Just heal and be you. Be unapologetically you. Stop trying to be me and stay out of my energy, okay? You are not welcome here. I kick you out indefinitely, okay? Alrighty? And I rebuke you in the name of the Most High. You stay out of my energy. You keep your attachments away from me. Stop trying to send your goobers out for me, okay? You dig deep and you find some healing within yourself, okay, girl? Stop being jealous. Jealous and envy is just it's not it's not a great thing, it's not a good thing, and it's not natural. So don't tap into that energy, okay? Tap into something that's high vibrational, okay? All right, so I'm going to move forward, guys. Like I said, if you're under 18, get out of the room. Don't come back now. You're here. This is for adults only. This is a general collective reading for Libra, Leo, and Aquarius. So don't take it too personal. If it resonates, it's for you. If it doesn't resonate, it's not for you. So take what resonates, leave the rest for someone else to appreciate, okay? Be your own leader of discernment. Go within, go with God. And if you, put my bracelets on. If you're interested in a personal reading, I will get back to you guys about that later. I'm just not doing them yet. I'm still healing from cancer surgery, so I want to make sure that I'm completely healed before I do that, so I can give you a solidified personal reading, because you have to pay for those. These are free. Okay? All right, guys, so let's get into it. Okay, Libra time, balance, harmony, choices, weigh all options. Libra time is between September 23rd and October 22nd, okay? So for all those who aren't sure what their sign is, here you go. All right, so let's get into it. All right, where do we want to start? Okay, this is where we had started earlier, so let's go back to where we started earlier. The first card I pulled out earlier, ooh, everything was about to fall out of my hands. Okay, here it is. I can tell you exactly what fell out because it's right on the top. It's chaos. It's a lot of distractions. It's a lot of chaos. So be aware of that, Libra. That's huge in this reading. So the Sun card and the Knight of Cups. You are operating in the energy of the sun. Okay? You are operating in the energy of 1:33 on the clock, Central Standard Time. You're operating in the energy of the sun, so you are abundant, right? And all of your manifestations are coming in. You need to really make sure you are grounding yourself and staying one with nature, because if you notice, you can't see her feet because she's grounding. You understand? You guys really got to get into what grounding really does. Look it up. Don't take my word for it. Look it up and find out for yourself what grounding scientifically does for the body. And then get back to me, okay? Knight of Cups. You're playing chess. Your adversary is playing checkers. They're saying king me, and you're saying checkmate. Right? They're not on your level. And that's the problem. Herein lies the problem. Your adversaries are not on your level. And they take that personal. They get really upset about it. And instead of getting upset about it, they should just check their own energy at the door, you know? Elevate yourself. Become a better person, you know? Let that energy make you better instead of making you worse, you know, making you hate yourself. It shouldn't make someone else's success should not make you hate yourself, right? So what's going on there? What's going on there? Okay, that wanted to come out, so let's see what it is. 10 of Wands. Okay. Because everything that you want is coming into fruition, Libra, because you are, I feel like what's happened is you've done your shadow work, Libra. You're being intentional about trying to stay balanced. It's not just happening. Okay? You're actually, sorry guys, I had a little food stuck in my cheek there. But you're actually doing the work, doing the shadow work, right? Looking within. Like when something upsets you, you're getting to the point now where you're stopping and you're taking a beat and you're like, okay, well, why am I getting upset by this? Why is this triggering me? You know? You're doing the actual work to figure it all out so that moving forward, these things don't hinder you. They don't stop you from being the best version of yourself. And, you know, I don't know. I feel like for the most part, most people are not aligned with what they want. Everyone knows what they want, but they're not always aligned with their desires, their hopes, their dreams, you know? And until you align yourself, you will not be able to bring those things into fruition. You have to align yourself with what you want in life. Okay? You have to believe in yourself. You have to understand what your gifts are, what your powers are. And if you're not going to align yourself with that, you got to understand that somebody really doesn't want me to talk about this because now my throat chakra is getting all clogged up. I keep having to burp. I didn't have to burp at all today. Now all of a sudden I'm like burp after burp after burp because someone's really trying to shut me up. It's crazy how that happens only during a reading. So that energy is what it is. Okay, so you will need to, oh, something is coming to an end. King of Cups and the Devil. So King of Cups, you got somebody coming to you with a cup, and you got to be your own leader of discernment whether or not that cup is fishy. But what I'm getting from this cup is it is the cup that you need, right? It's the cup that you need. This is not a fishy cup. So I feel like it's safe to accept this cup, but you got to be your own leader of discernment as to whether or not you truly want to do so. 30-30 on the chat when I said that. The Devil card. Something's about to come to an end. You need to release something and or something. Some people, some places, some things. You got to let it go. I think I better let it go. Let it go. Looks like another love TKO. Hey. Oh no, baby. Ace of Pentacles, because everything you want, everything you desire, Libra, is coming to fruition, baby. You're not going to have to work very hard for these things. Inner work is the better work. It's the best work of all. If you're doing the inner work, everything you want will come to fruition. You don't have to work. You don't have to work as hard physically when you do that inner work. 5 of Cups and 9 of Cups. So you got somebody that with the fishy cup that's gonna try you. You're going to be tested to see if you learn the lesson fully before you get this next blessing. So understand that that's what's going to happen. You will be tested before you get blessed. And once you learn that lesson, once you pass that test, you will be blessed. 9 of Cups. And you will be abundantly blessed. You got the whole world coming to you. You got the whole world in your hands. You got the whole wide world in your hands. Yes, baby. Judgment is coming for everybody that was messing with you, babe. For everyone. All those monitoring spirits back there, they're going to be sent back to where they came from. They won't be able to monitor you anymore because you got your ancestors watching out for you, 8 of Cups. See all those ancestors flying around her? Got her back, baby. Nothing that they're doing on the other side is going to be able to stop her. Nope, because she's the magician. And so are you. You're the magician, babe. You make things happen when things just don't really happen for other people. You're out here making it happen, Captain. You're making it happen no matter what. You're keeping it going, right? And people are upset about it because people want to make it happen for themselves, and you're making it happen for you, and they're trying to figure out how they can get in on that action, right? You're not making it look, you're making it look easy, and when they try it, they're not getting the same results. All right. I've had this deck for a while. I had this deck before I went to the hospital. I love this deck. I was doing shorts in the hospital with this deck. And with this one arrived while I was in the hospital. So, but I had this one before I went to the hospital, and that's this deck. I'm sorry, I'm not showing it in this. I be forgetting sometimes that I'm recording on 2 different platforms. So this is the other deck I showed. This one, and then this one. Most of my decks have gilding, color gilding. This one is silver. This one is pink, hot pink, of course. And I have blue. I have 3 different kind of pinks. One is like a light pink. This is my cherry blossom deck. This is what I wanted. When I put something up, you can see it in both cameras. Clearly, I don't have to go like this, you know? But anyhow, yeah. I love this deck. I love this deck. I think I got both of these from Etsy. I want to say I got both of these from Etsy. And this one too. I think I got all 3 from Etsy, I think. But this was the last deck that I bought. Like I said, this one came. It arrived while I was in the hospital. I bought it in May. It came in June. I went to the hospital June 1st. And I was there for 2 weeks when they diagnosed me. I was there for a week and a half when they diagnosed me with cancer. And then they operated on me, and so far just cancer-free as a result of the operation. But they released me 2 days after the operation, after the surgery, and then I came back and was readmitted a week later due to fluid in my stomach that they had to take out. But I spent the better part of June in the hospital, so I haven't been able to buy any more decks. Like I said, I'm not monetized, and I don't work because I was injured on the job. I'm a housewife. And as a result, that whole hospital stay put us in the hole financially. So I can't buy any decks until I start making some money. And hopefully I'll be monetized soon, even though I got people trying their hardest to keep me from being monetized. I'm right there on the cusp. Boop, boop. And you're not going to stop me, baby. Even though my life sometimes gets me to a point where I'm super busy. Like recently, I've been so busy I haven't been able to do anything. And that was like really annoying to me, because today, when I was able to actually do a reading after not being able to do one for like 3 or 4 days, I was really annoyed when I was interrupted. And I had to stop. And then I deleted the videos because I was so annoyed. And I'm like, I shouldn't have did that. I shouldn't have deleted it. I should have left it up and been like, this is just how it goes. You know, sometimes when you're doing a live, it just don't work out the way you want to, but it's live. So boop, that's how it rocks out. I'll be back, whatever. But I was so annoyed that I let it get to me. And that's the distraction. Don't let it get to you. You know, you're going to have people out here. You're going to have things out here that are going to really go that extra mile to try to disrupt your forward progress. But that doesn't mean you have to let them, right? You be your own leader of discernment. You be your own leader of your life. And you don't be the victim. You be the survivor, right? You don't let someone come into your world and dictate how it's going to go, right? Even if they have a little bit more experience in what you're doing than you. You'll figure out how to get around their ignorance. And, you know, like I got these other readers acting like mean girls, right? Because that's what I'm getting from it. They're Like when you compliment them, they don't want to accept the compliment because they really don't like you. They already been watching you. They see that you're a positive person and they really don't want to come after you because they know if they do, it's going to show their horns. But and they don't want people to see their true colors. But they're on the cusp of showing their horns to everyone because they really do hate you. That's what I'm going through right now. I feel like these girls are acting like mean girls because they've been doing it for years and it took them longer to get to where I'm about to be. Right? And it's not like I didn't work hard. I've been working my butt off, even through cancer. I was in the hospital waiting for my cancer diagnosis doing shorts because the Wi-Fi connection was so weak I couldn't do a live, right? I couldn't, do anything. So I was just like, you know what? That's all right. I'm just going to do shorts, I'm going to keep myself busy, and that's what I did. And it worked out for me. And I'm just here to say that you don't have to let someone else's behavior dictate how you move forward. You just don't. And I'm not going to. I'm not going to let her behavior dictate anything for me. I just want her to know I see you. I see you for who you truly are, And I watch your videos to see if you're stealing content from me. But now that I know for a fact that's what you're doing, I'm good. You won't get another view from me. That's for sure. You won't get another view from me. I know you're still in my content now. And I'm not hexing you in any way, but I do rebuke your ass in the name of the Most High. And I return to sender all of your black magic and your low vibrations. And I pray for your healing. I pray that you are able to tap into your gift. I pray that you're able to tap into your powers and stop stealing from others because that's deplorable, right? Especially when you're stealing from someone like me. It's disgusting. And you really should check your energy at the door. Boop, boop. Yeah, you really need to check yourself. So I'm going to move forward in love and light. And I wish you all the best. Okay? This just in. Spirit says detach from your fear. For there is nothing in this world worth fearing. Fear is the opposite of faith. Trust that everything will always go in your favor. As long as you are tapped into the Most High, and you're operating on the right side of right, then you will get exactly what you're going to get, what you deserve regardless, whether it's good or bad karma. But you want to stay on the right side of karma, right? So you're not getting something ugly, right? Continuously. You want to be involved in that everlasting circle of great karma. Okay, babe? So yeah, detach from fear. Don't move in fear. Basically, if you are fearful of something, you want to be like a freight train. Chicka, 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 choo, choo, pow, and go straight forward. Go towards what you fear, right? You want to charge at it so that moving forward, it can't distract you, right? Because you no longer have that fear. You no longer have that trigger, right? Because you've conquered it. Conquer your fears by charging for them. Because I was afraid to do this. I was afraid to be on here. I was afraid of being judged and all that. But then I realized, I'm going to be judged regardless. People are going to judge me. They're going to look at me and judge me. I don't care. It is what it is. I have a very religious family on both sides. And they're religious in completely different ways. I got the Catholics. I got the Christians. I got the Jehovah's Witness and the Muslims in my family, and I was raised in the Nation of Islam. So, yeah, a lot of super uber religious people in my family. And when I say family, I use that term very loosely. Relatives, I should say, right? But, I am who I am, and they are who they are. So that I'm saying that to say this: you go out and be who you want to be, Libra. Don't let anyone else tell you who you can and can't be. And don't worry about your adversaries. Don't worry about your frenemies and what they're doing and what they're trying to steal from you, unless they're physically trying to, walk in your door and steal something. But if they're doing some underhanded crap, everything done in the dark will come to light eventually. So don't worry about it. Okay? The person that's stealing my content is going to come to light. I'm not even worried about it. The people that are stealing my content, I should say. That just means I'm doing something right. Okay? And I will be monetized soon, guys. So when that happens, I will let you know. You'll know when you see that super sign where you'll actually be able to just click on there to donate. That's when things will change. That's when when I'm able to have members and all that stuff. When I get that option, that's when things are gonna change, and I'm gonna show you guys how I'm gonna do the personal readings, because I don't want to get into the whole trying to figure out all the different monies in the different countries. The people that watch me the most are not in the US. They don't have the same money as we do here. And they don't have access to all the same stuff that we have access to. You know, everybody doesn't have access to Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, all that stuff. And the only thing that I am doing right now is Cash App. So I just there's way too much information that they want for some of these payment options, and I'm just not willing to give all my personal information in order to have an avenue for you guys to pay me. So I feel like it'll be a lot better once I monetize, where you can just click that membership button or that supers button and we can move forward from there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to figure something out for personal readings other than Cash App, because that's a hindrance. I've had a lot of people that wanted to do a personal reading but don't have any way to do Cash App, and you know what they have access to I'm not willing to get. So it's like we're gonna meet in the middle. I'm gonna get monetized very soon, and then we'll be able to get the money situation taken care of. Okay. Moving forward though, and if anybody wants to donate or tip to my channel, my Cash App is in the main description of my channel. I didn't put it in the description of this particular reading. And the reason why is because I'm having problems with my Wi-Fi. And I got tired of putting all that information in the description just for the Wi-Fi to quit and I have to delete the video. So anyway, moving forward. This just in. Self-love is just as important than having someone to love you. Spirit says the love you give to yourself tells the universe how you want to be loved by someone else. Practice self-love. So love on you, baby boo. I don't know if I said that in this reading or the one earlier that I was doing, you know, because I was on there for about somewhere between 30 minutes and an hour, you know, and I'm so disappointed that I was interrupted on that video. So for all those who were watching that video, so sorry. This is the start over from that interruption, okay? But yeah, love on yourself. I was saying in the other video for sure about boundaries. Make sure you're setting your boundaries nice and firm, and understand that your boundaries are not just about you giving yourself, self-care is not just about, you know, just loving on yourself and doing. Somebody doesn't want me to give you this message. Like, is that really attacking my throat chakra right now? This is my throat chakra, and you are not welcome to be in my energy. So remove yourself immediately. Goodbye. Okay, so self-love is not just about loving on yourself and, you know, going to the spa and doing all that, you know. It's also about setting firm boundaries in life, not letting people come in and siphon your energy and suck you dry and leech off of you and vampire off of you. Okay, you have to be your own leader of discernment and protect yourself. You are protected, but you got to protect yourself as well, right? So make sure you're doing so. All right, Libra, because nothing out here can beat you as long as you got the Most High on your side, right? There's no adversary that can beat you with the Most High on your side. So just remember that. All right. In other news, Spirit is insisting that you get some much needed rest. Take some time out to relax and replenish yourself. Doing too much has you physically exhausted. So it's time for you to take care of you, baby boo. That's self-love and self-care. It's time for you to really let it flow. You need to fill your cup up. Because you can't help anybody else until you help yourself, right? Fill your cup up until it runneth over, and then you'll be able to come back and help other people. But also understand that while you're taking care of yourself, you need to release some people, places, and things. Don't forget about this devil card that popped up earlier. Okay? You need to release some stuff. So do so. It's time for you to let go. Let it go, let it go, let it flow. Yeah, because everything's gonna work out right, you know. Yes, this just in. Begin to whoa. Whoa! Woo! I cannot make this up. I did not look at this card. I do know this card exists, but I did not look at this card. This just in. Begin to release toxic people from your life. You know who those people are, whether they are family, friends, or lover, etc. It is time to release all people, places, and things that no longer serve you. If they don't serve your higher purpose, boop, boop, it's time to let it go, let it go, let it flow. Because everything's going to work out right, you know. Yes, baby, let it go, let it flow. Release what no longer serves you and understand that whoever is messing with you, they will be judged. Judgment will be upon them. They were warned, okay? Let go of fear of the unknown. We often fear the unknown because we are attracted to familiarity. Spirit is encouraging you to face the unknown with a brave heart and remember that you are never alone. Because you are not alone. I am here with you. Though we're far away, I am here to stay. Yes, baby. What else, Spirit? What other messages do you have for Libra? Lit Libra up in here. Because I know you got another message. One card, please. Do you have another message for them? Ow, ow, ow. This one's trying to cut my fingers. So, yeah. Spirit wants you to focus on your health at this time. Increase your daily exercise and your intake of your fruits and veggies. This will help your vitality and immune system and your body, right? So me telling you about my cancer diagnosis, that's all a part of this reading, right? Because of that reading, even though I was already doing this before that, it was a cancer diagnosis in my family of sorts that made me treat my body like I needed to. So I was already on that path, and I think that was the reason why it was so easy and why my story became more of a miracle type of a situation than a victimized, distraught story of cancer. You know, it was a survivor story, like an immediate survivor story, a miracle survivor story, like finding out I had cancer and them cutting it out within 3 days and cutting it all out, all of it. Right? So it, you know, walking miracle. I love it. But I feel like that's relevant to the story. You know, take better care of your body, your vessel, because you never know what you might be fighting internally. Right? And if you're already taking care of yourself, you never know how you might be healing yourself already before you get a diagnosis, and then you get that diagnosis and you're already healing yourself. Right? This just in, karma is real. Whatever you put out into the universe will surely find its way back to you. Didn't I just say that? Didn't I say that in the beginning? Be mindful of what you say and do and what you do. For you will always reap what you sow, be it good or bad. That's what I said. I don't know if I said that in the first reading that I deleted or if I said it in this reading, because it all happened not too far apart. But yeah, whatever you put out there, whatever magic you're out there doing, it's coming back to you, babe. Good, bad, or indifferent. So make sure you're on the right side of karma. Make sure you're on the right side of right, and you're out here doing what you're supposed to be doing, not sitting there worried about what the next person's getting. Because when you focus too hard on somebody else's blessing, that's sinful in and of itself, right? Because you're not focused on your blessing. You're focused on on their blessing. You're supposed to be focused on your own blessing and what you're supposed to be doing out here, not what they're doing and what they're receiving. They have to learn their own lessons to get the blessings they're getting. Sinking feeling, bad hunch about someone proves true. Sense of dread or anxiety, worrisome realization, foreboding. So whoever comes to mind when we're having these conversations, the person that's your adversary that's trying to stop you, you know who they are. If you and I, that's how I was feeling about this person, right? This reader. I knew that they were talking to me. I knew that they were stealing from me. You know what I'm saying? I knew that I wasn't tripping, right? Romantic sabotage. Ooh, I've been feeling this energy heavy, guys. Heavy, heavy. Okay, unresolved personal issues or fear of intimacy, outside involvement, actions that undermine connection. So, with this romantic sabotage, there are people from the outside that are trying to sabotage it, but some of you have a person that you're in a relationship with that's in competition with you. They are sabotaging the relationship from within. 202 on the clock and 22 in the chat as I said that. Wow. And I'm recording simultaneously for on two different channels for anyone that's just coming in. Taboo attraction, attracted to something or someone who is off limits, forbidden love, exciting but dangerous, risky love. Basically, you're in a relationship, a committed relationship, right? And someone knows that. But they're trying to take your mate from you because they feel like that's going to make you weaker, right? Because they feel like that's your support system, right? Backseat lover, not fully acknowledged, on the sidelines, and afterthoughts, secret relationship kept in the dark. So this person is willing to be number two. This person is willing to be the side piece just to interrupt your love and your happiness. They don't even want your mate. They just want your happiness, you know? And this is all just to manipulate you. Period. This is all just to manipulate you because they can't stand how you glow up. It just pisses them off that you are so awesome. Right? It's sad, but it's what you're dealing with. What do we have from Spirit? Okay, everything's trying to come out. I got half this big. It's 240 cards in this deck. Okay, this is only half. This is the other half. Okay. I love this deck, but it's huge. It's girthy. Okay. Air sickness bag. Okay, it says AIP, but I just feel like that's a play on words. Air sickness bag, barf bags. Unless AIP is something that I don't know about. And if you youngsters know something that I don't know, please let me know. You're a Libra, Mimi Shining 9126. Well, I am on Libra. All right, barf bags. Feeling nauseous, anxious, feeling something is making you upset but unsure of what it is. Basically, you need to follow your intuition, Libra. If you feel like this around someone, it's because they're a snake or a demon attachment. You need to keep away from that person. If you're feeling like that around a certain person. Yep. Because they do not mean you any good. You don't know why, but you know you feel something ugly when they come around. Future, uncertain future, anxiety about what's next keeps you stuck. Navigating through fog, lack of clear directions, anxious. Your future is not uncertain, okay? So you get out of that energy if that's what you're feeling right now, Libra. You keep yourself balanced and you keep yourself harmonious, okay? You elevate yourself because great things are coming your way and someone is trying to send you chaos magic so that you don't see your blessings, right? Because they're trying to steal them from you. Traffic jam, dirty little secret. Ooh, this dirty little secret is really making me wonder. Secret, dirty little secret, shameful or embarrassing info that someone goes to great lengths to cover up, damaging, immoral. And I'm feeling like this is Someone battling with their sexuality. Their dirty little secret is they don't know who they are, and they're trying to figure it out, and they don't want to tell the people that they're messing around with that they're messing around with the same sex along with them. And the sad part about it is, if they were just honest, they'd give that person the respect that they deserve to be in that situation or not be in that situation voluntarily. But now you're putting them in that situation involuntarily, and that is when it gets really disgusting. Because everyone deserves to have a choice. No one should be in a relationship with someone that's bi and not know it, right? But this is going on a lot. People are using heterosexual people to be their beard so that they can pretend to be straight while they're really gay or trying to figure it out. And that's not fair, right? Because that straight person wants a straight life, you know? Let them have that. Okay? What are you going through? Yeah, I'm glad I saw that comment. Look at me. Don't come into my chat being crazy. Okay? I don't do that. Don't be aggressive with me. Moving forward. Sorry, guys. Sometimes people get outside of themselves and don't understand that I'm a grown woman. You don't come here and tell me what to do. Okay? And you can speak to me all day long. I will speak to you when I'm ready. But you're not going to force me to do anything. Okay? And I'm not going to say your name unless I want to. And if you're only here to get a shout out, then maybe you should leave because this isn't about you. Okay? Yeah, take all of those comments. Bye-bye. Have a great day. Alrighty. Thank you for removing yourself. Have a wonderfully blessed day. And you can block yourself. You don't have to come back. I don't like that energy. And for all the people that are adulting, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Join the tribe. If you think this message might serve as a good purpose for one of your friends or family members, please share it with them. If you know anyone that this message can help, please share it with them, okay? All right, guys. Traffic jam. Stuck temporarily, forced to slow down. Patience is tested. Need to reflect and adapt. You know what? And that energy, I was forced to slow down recently. So I don't know. That might be a part of the message, Libra, that you might need to slow down. Maybe you're doing too much. Maybe you're working so freaking hard, right? That the people that need you, which is your family, right? The people you're working so hard to take care of, they need you a lot more than you're understanding at the moment, right? So it might be time for you to work a little less and play a little more. Take your family on a vacation, right? Spend some alone. Just have a barbecue, right? Go on a camping trip, you know, do something with the family, you know, and make them feel loved and show them that you love them. Thank you. I accept your apology. I truly do. Thank you for that. I appreciate you. Let me see. What's your name? Amalola. Amalola B. Absolutely. Thank you so much for apologizing. I accept your apology. Thank you. But yeah, I feel like I've been forced to slow down lately myself. And I'm not a Libra, but I feel like that is a universal message, right, guys? Sometimes you got to know when it's time to stop and slow down, right? And take care of you and the people around you because they need you. They love you, right? So make sure you're doing what's best for you and yours. And don't let your job come before you, the love of your family, right? Because they'll replace you in a heartbeat. That job, okay? They think people are replaceable. They don't realize how much we're not. 210, that's 210. Wow, the countdown is real. The countdown is real. Yeah, okay, DNA test. Feel suspicious about someone I said someone. This says a person's. Okay. It says feel suspicious about person's past or actions, needs evidence to soothe their emotions. So somebody's not feeling it. They don't believe someone. They don't trust someone. And I understand that energy. I get it. When you have to reconstruct your whole life and everyone that you've ever trusted, you realize you may not be able to trust any of them. You have to find a way to trust again. And it's a process. Okay, guys? It's not something that's going to happen overnight. And I can't give you 2:11 on the clock. I can't give you the path to walk to get there, because that's your own path. Everyone has their own path to get to that answer. Because I'm walking that path right now myself, right? I had to totally reconstruct my life, and there's a lot of people that I don't talk to anymore. After my mom passed, everybody's mask fell off. I got to see people for who they truly were, and now that I see people for who they truly are, I realize who I want in my life and who I don't want in my life. And I also realize who doesn't want me in their life. And it's okay. All right, guys? If you've chosen to not have me in your life, it's no worries and no hard feelings. And I hope there's no hard feelings and no worries for the people that I chose to release from my life. Okay? We all have freedom of choice. Okay? We all have the right to release whoever we want to release. And it shouldn't be a fight. I remember I unfriended somebody on Facebook, and before I could say why or anything, like a second later, they screenshot they sent me a really ugly messenger message. No, was it a text message? No, it was a messenger message when I unfriended them. And then they screenshot that message and text me that same message to let me know, to solidify it. And I was like, wow. And they said a lot of real nasty, ugly stuff. And I was like, all it took was for me to unfriend them on social media, for them to show me who they truly were. I didn't say anything to them. Nothing. I just unfriended them. That's it. Oh, they went off. Oh, she went off. Oh, I was every name in the book. I was never a friend, all of that, right? And I still didn't respond. She texted my mother and was like, this is before my mom passed, of course. But she texted my mother and was like, tell your daughter, don't ever use me for a reference. And my mom was like, hey, first of all, don't disrespect me. Don't pull me into whatever you and my daughter are going through. Don't text me again. And she was like, okay, I apologize. And she left my mom out of it like she told her to. Because she was just trying to press that button. Because she know my mom was a button. You don't involve my mom in anything, ever. And she thought if she involved my mom, I would respond to her. I didn't respond to her. I just let her delete herself from my life. She showed me who she was. So when my mom passed away, my family members on every side, they all showed me who they really, I saw who was who, and I collectively made my decisions based on their actions, on who I was going to move forward with, and at this point, it's a thing where I have to figure out who is worthy of my trust moving forward. Because I got to start over. And I'm not giving trust to people anymore. Just leisurely. Got to earn that. Yeah. I'm not giving away my trust no more. I used to. I used to give you my trust, and if you messed up, then I would take it back. Not anymore. After you graduate, at certain stages of life, after you get to a certain age in life, you don't have the patience to let people screw you over first. No. I'm not going to give you access to screw me over. No, absolutely not. You're going to earn my trust. And if you can't, then you won't be a part of my life. If I'm not worthy of earning the trust, but you're going to respect me no matter what, period. That's something you're going to do, whether you want to or not. That's not a choice. You know, you got to be like that in this world. You have to demand what you want from people, and you have to emulate what you want from other people. You have to give what you're wanting in return, right? So, me being the person that I am, I'm not going to um, ask anyone to give me anything that I won't give them in return. And respect is numero uno for me, right? You're going to respect me, and I'm going to respect you. Or we can respectively just stay away from each other, but you're going to respect me if you're in my space in any way, shape, or form. Period. I'm not going to have it any other way. Okay? So moving forward, demand your respect, command your respect. When you walk into the room, don't let anyone ever disrespect you in any way, shape, or form. Okay? Demand it, command it, because you deserve it, right? You deserve to be respected. Okay? And don't ever be anybody's dirty little secret. You deserve to be out in the open. If a person can't claim you, then you shouldn't be giving them your time. Domestic servant, overlooked contributions, essential support that might not be recognized or appreciated. 221 is the number on here. You know, I think it's something like what I do here. And maybe somebody that is like a housewife or something. A lot of housewives feel unappreciated because they don't get paid a salary for what they do. You know, we don't get paid a salary. We just do what we do out of love. And we work our butts off, you know. We work really hard. I know I work extremely hard. When I was in the hospital dealing with cancer, my husband was like, baby, God, oh my God. I don't know how you do all that you do. We miss you so much at home, you know, like it's just us and our dogs. But he was like, wow, they miss you like crazy. He was like, I missed you like crazy. He was there with me at the hospital every night. He spent the night with me every night at the hospital. But the dogs missed me, and he missed me. He missed just, you know, sleeping in the bed with me and being with me, you know, and me being home when he came home and coming home to a clean place because it wasn't clean while I was gone. And when I came back, as much as he tried, it wasn't there, you know. And I think we both know that I relapsed because I came home and I was like, oh hell no, I need to clean up my place. I gotta clean up. And I wasn't supposed to be doing any of the stuff that I was doing, but I did it anyway because I can't heal in something that's not clean. I'm OCD. I need it to be a certain level of cleanliness for me to be okay mentally. You know, my mental health, you know, gets bothered when it's not clean, you know? So, and plus I wanted to make sure I could heal. I had, you know, wounds that were, even though they weren't like open, they were not healed, you know? Um, my surgery was robotic, but when they cut the liver, it bled, and they had to actually cut me open to go in and stop the bleeding. So with that being said, I have 5 incisions, the 4 robotic arm incisions, and then the cut. Um, so when they finished, they did dissolvable stitches on the inside and glue on the outside. So I literally had glue on me. And I'm just like, oh God, you know, it was just, I don't know, guys. It was a lot. And healing still is a lot. It's been 2 months and I'm still like really itchy and really tender right at the spots where the incisions are. They're super tender. And as much as I exercise, I'm still swollen. You know, like the swelling was starting to go down, but it got to a point where it just stopped. And I was like, man, I really don't want to stop exercising, you know, because me not exercising for a month, I noticed a difference in my skin and my body, and I was in my muscles just laying around like that. And I was just like, oh God, I can't let my body go like that, you know? So Um, I exercise regularly, but I can't do much. I can't really get into it. I can't do numerous reps and all that. I got to do like one rep of everything, you know, but I do that. I exercise every day just to keep myself from, from my muscles from, you know, getting weak, and keep my skin from getting loose and all that. You know what I'm saying? Because that happens every day if you don't do something about it. Um, but I can't wait to be able to really work out and really get my body back and really just, you know, be free. Even though I'll always have the scars, the visible scars, be free of the whole cancer experience, you know? And I feel like that's major in this reading. Someone wants to be free of someone and or something, and they're afraid of what's on the other side of that. They're afraid of what that's going to look like in reality. And it's okay to have fear, but it's not okay to live in fear. Okay? Make sure that no matter what, Libra, you're not living in fear. Okay? Make sure that no matter what, you're doing what you need to do to conquer your fear and move forward in love and light, and know that no matter what, one, you're not alone. You got the Most High, your spirit team, your past over loved ones. You got your earth angels, your you just got a whole team looking out for you. So understand that, tap into that energy. Vibrate high, elevate yourself, and always be open to learn whatever lesson is being thrown your way, so you can get to the blessing on the other side, so you can elevate yourself and ascend to the next stage of life, right? So that you can continuously grow. Because that's what we're here to do, right? So I'm sorry if I got off topic, guys, but I feel like somebody out here is working hard and they don't feel like anybody is noticing their hard work. And your hard work is being noticed by the right people. The people that don't notice it, they're not worthy of you anyway, so don't worry about it. Okay? You're up here. They're a crab in the barrel snapping at your feet. Don't even let them. Okay? Don't even worry about it. Whoa, I almost dropped the whole deck. Don't want to do that. Plot twists, unexpected or surprise change in events, shift in direction, something unfolding surprisingly. All right, so something's going down. Meet me in the trail. It's going down. Wow, why did that come to my mind? I used to love that song. Young Jock. Meet me in the trap. It's going down. Meet me in the club. It's going down. Meet me in the mall. It's going down. Anytime you meet me in, what do you say? Anywhere you meet me, it's going down. I used to love that song. Mm, mm, mm. Yeah, anyway. Cosmic nudge. Push from the universe guiding you toward your destiny. So it looks like some of you you're letting your adversaries get you down, Libra, and you need to stop. Yep. Confirmation from Teeny Weenie. Stop letting your adversaries get you down. You stop it. Stop it. You stop letting them get you down. The Most High has got you. Okay? The Most High has got you. Nothing that anyone can do can stop your forward progress. All they can do is stagnate you if they stop you from doing what you're supposed to do. You control the outcome. Just know that. You are in control of your destiny. It's all about what you think and what you say. So control your mind. What else, Spirit? What else, Spirit? I was going to make this a marathon for multiple signs, but this is just going to be for Libra only, okay? And when I wrap it up, I'll come back and I'll do Leo, okay? It's not going to be for all three because I've already been on here for over an hour and it's coming up on an hour and a half. So, yeah, we're not going to include Leo in this. I'm not even going to say I'm going to do Leo today. I might come back tomorrow and do Leo. I'm just going to finish up Libra, and then I'll do possibly a collective reading later. Sneaky plans, making plans behind your back, surprises, can't see coming, keeping quiet about next moves. Okay. So somebody's got something underhanded planned. Okay? So get ready. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready, Libra. Because you got a snake in your garden. A sleazy, slithering little snake. I don't like it. I don't like the energy of it. It annoys me. I just don't like slithering snakes. Sleazy, slithering snakes. This is that cherry blossom deck I was talking about. You see how the pink just blends in? So the cherry blossom background. It's so beautiful. So beautiful. It's gorgy. It's gorgy porgy. I love it. I love it so much. And I keep everything together, but this person sent me a little card, a little thank you note with a bag of crystals. A little personal bag of crystals. Confirmation from Teeny Weenie. She's going through it over there. I don't know what her problem is. But it gave me... These are rose quartz. This is what he sent. Can you see it better? Like this? With the black background. But yeah, that was the gift that he sent with the deck. And I just loved it. And I just thought it was such a personal touch, you know? I swear my husband is a mess. He said this person that seems to be trying to make herself my rival for some reason. I don't know why. But she's doing that herself because I'm just like, you know, at one point I kind of admired her and then I started seeing a very ugly side of her and I was like, oh, maybe not, you know? And then she, like I said, she encouraged me to do this, but in a more positive way because I didn't like what she was doing. It seemed like she was taking her frustrations in life out on her subscribers. But anyway, my husband was like, you know, she must have been watching me because I kept going on and on about the gift and the card and how the personal touch. I really did like, you know, the exchange when I bought this deck. And he was like, I think she was watching you because one day I was watching one of her readings and she was like, yeah, you know, when you buy stuff for me, that little personal note that you get, that's me. I write those. And he was like, I think she felt some type of way. Maybe nobody's thanking her like you thanked that person. I kept thinking. I think I did about 5 or 6 videos giving them the plug and, you know, giving them shout outs and just I kept saying it because I just felt they made me feel special with that purchase. And I thought if I promote them, maybe I'll give other people that, you know, maybe you should do it too if you're selling merch, you know, any type of merchandise anywhere. Make sure you're, you know, making sure the person, your customers are appreciated. Let them know you appreciate what they did, you know. So anyway, he said that he felt like she must have felt some type of way because she started promoting herself. That was so narcissistic too. It was kind of like nobody is thanking me for the little personal note, so let me let them know that it's not a computer doing it, it's me. Like, I'm pretty sure they knew it was you. You needed someone to say something to you? Like, do you need validation? If you're thanking someone, that is you validating the purchase. Do you need the person that purchased to come back and then validate that you're validating their purchase? Like, how narcissistic and in need of attention are you? Saying thank you should be enough. They shouldn't have to come back and thank you again. You're welcome. You know, it's like, okay, don't really need to do that. I don't know. Some people are just petty, and I think that's what you need to understand, Libra. It doesn't matter how you operate, you can only control yourself. Don't worry about what other people are doing. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about how petty they are, how envious they are, how jealous they are, how ignorant they are. You continue to operate with integrity and do what you do best, right? Be you. Be unapologetically you because you make it look so sweet and so easy and so beautiful. Keep doing you, right? Because while you're out here doing things the right way, it doesn't matter how much they win by doing things the wrong way. It's still going to come back to them eventually. Karma never forgets. Karma always comes back around. And it slaps your butt, right? Whether it's good, bad, or indifferent. So stay on the right side of karma. I implore you. Because if you don't, ooh, you know? So, I'm going to wrap this thing up in just a moment. I'm going to pull a few cards from this beautiful cherry blossom deck that I pulled out mainly just to show you, but now I feel like I need to pull a few cards. Hopefully, I hope you guys are having a very blessed day. Wow, looks like a few cards came out. So once I finish reading these, I'm going to be ending this. I'm done. I'm tired. And I got my lunch here getting cold. I got to warm it back up. Embrace solitude as you engage with your thoughts and feelings in solitude. You embark on a journey of self acceptance and personal evolution. That's you doing your shadow work. 2:33 on the clock. So get to it, okay, Libra? Do that shadow work because all it's going to do is solidify your world and make it better for you. Your growth is going to make your life so much easier, right? Seek adventure. Adventure provides a canvas upon which we can confront fears, break through limitations, and build resilience, okay? Understand that all that growth that you're going through, it seems unnecessary. It seems like it's just you being beat down, but it really is to teach you a valuable lesson of how strong you are and how resilient you are. And how no matter how many times you fall, you're going to get back up and this too shall pass. You'll be fine. You just have to trust the process and trust in the Most High. Trust in divine timing, okay? Let go of control. As you relinquish the need to control every outcome, you free yourself from stress and anxiety, enabling emotional wounds to mend. Okay? So, let it go, let it go, let it go. 'Cause everything's gonna work out right, Yes, it's gonna work out right. Just like Tony Braxton said. Manifest your dreams. As you focus your energy on your dreams, you cultivate a sense of purpose and direction, which contributes to emotional healing. Get yourself a sleep journal and get yourself a dream catcher. You see that right there? That one, I took mine down so I could put my thing up, but this is what they look like. Pretty much. You see that? But yeah, get yourself a dream catcher and start a dream journal. Pray before you go to bed. Meditate. Have a journal next to your bed. And when you wake up in the morning, write down everything that you remember from your dreams. You will get messages from the Most High, past over loved ones, answers to your questions, and your life purpose. It will change your world. Do that for 7 to 30 days or for the rest of your life. but it will change your life. Expand awareness. Expanding awareness fuels personal growth by inviting you to step beyond your comfort zone and explore your perspective. Somebody really does not want me to get this message out to you, so let me start that over. Expanding awareness fuels personal growth by inviting you to step beyond your comfort zone and explore new perspectives. Expand awareness. Okay, Libra? This is your reading, guys. If you're interested in a personal reading, I will be doing them soon, just not right now. I love you guys. Take care of yourselves and each other. Namaste.